What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber dot trying. You see the thumbnail. Black luxury matters. Patrice Khan Colors or Colors Khan. It's actually Patrice Colors Khan if you do it right. She's one of the quote unquote founders or co-founders of Black Lives Matter. So they called her to the carpet because it's actually like over $3 million worth of real estate that she purchased since in the last like 5 years. But I guess this last purchase in like in Malibu was like for $1.4 million, and they just got like $90 million, right? So total, like I said, $3 million worth of property, and I want to say Georgia, the Bahamas, and L.A. This is a bad look because the story came out because somebody in the New York chapter was like, "What?" They wanted to invest like a internal investigation of where the money's going. Now here's the problem: there are going to be financial improprieties in all movements. That's how it's always been. But in this particular age, you should have less of this because now you did more for yourself in the last 5 years than you did for Mike Brown's family as an organization. It's public now that you did more for yourself than you did for Tamir Rice's family. You did more for yourself than, if you want to include Trayvon Martin's family. You did more for yourself than you probably ever did for George Floyd's family. If y'all want to include Sandra Bland, you did more for yourself. Breonna Taylor, you did more for yourself, right? So here's the thing. This is why it was troubling. Because now they're like, okay, we got 4 different properties. People are gonna want to. You pay cash for this, but she had a book. I think she has a book deal, so that's in there too. But I think people overlook that part because they don't assume that the book deal is gonna, because she was buying properties. She basically had probably over $2 million worth of properties prior to this 1.4 one because it's like it's close to $2 million worth of property. So they like, Black Lives Matter, huh? Interesting. Because now it's public. Like you seen predominantly the men break off of Black Lives Matter. The ones that initially started, I think most of them guys are dead. But you see the women who are predominantly homosexual women pushing for, not pushing for actually black lives. They're pushing for black women and black homosexuals, really, in their rhetoric and interactions. But black heterosexual men are like the what they latch on to, dead men, or what they primarily latch on to, or dead men and boys rather, what they primarily latch on to, oh, we see what we do, we see what's going on, and it's like, wait a minute, you're making yourselves look bad. And the media is the media, and on this one, I'm obviously part of the media by doing this, because the media is gonna give you, if you give them ammunition, they're gonna blow it up. And I'm like, now people are looking at the quote unquote $90 million y'all got, like, so how y'all divvying up this money? Because she got $3 million worth of property prior to quote unquote 2000, because I think the first time they made money was 2020 or 2019. So she was getting property prior to that. So now people are gonna look, y'all full of it. So it's not the lives that matter, it's the luxury. It's not a movement, it's a movement for who and what? For you. Like, oh, okay. And I think this, with the Mike Brown's father and Tamir Rice's mother coming out saying that they were fleecing these people, or they don't trust them, and they didn't do right by them. And then the Tamika Mallory commercial, the Cadillac thing, it wasn't, the way it was presented wasn't a good look. And then this, oh man, y'all don't need no more scandals. Like really, yeah, real talk. Y'all don't need no more scandals because now, people are gonna just have their side eye. Like I told y'all, there was, they wasn't about Black lives. I told y'all. I told y'all. This is a movement. Me fi me. So it's like, and you can't get around this. Because you didn't make it right with the initial families that this movement was that movement is quote unquote built on. If you ain't make it right with the families first, everything you doing is like it always be compromised. This is their when the nation killed Malcolm moment. Well, I can't say the nation killed Malcolm, but when Malcolm X died because of a rift after the rift with the nation, and it caused people to look at the nation like, this is basically what happened. This is where y'all at now. Like, yeah, that's all right. What about the cause, man? Y'all cause is for profit, for your profit individually. So now it's like when people think about, people bring up Al Sharpton as a race hustler, or they'll bring up Jesse Jackson as a race hustler, and they could sometimes they bring up Farrakhan or Elijah Muhammad like that. Y'all better find y'all Malcolm X's and Medgar Evers and Fred Hamptons, Martin Luther King's in actual practical application where they put the people first and the money second, because it looked like the what it looks like is y'all leadership is money first, people second. And if y'all don't have a counterbalance, you're done. And that's what it looks like. You're gonna be done because people are like, okay, yeah. If anything goes on, we're gonna pay these Black Lives Matter ladies off, and they're gonna get it straight. And now y'all not even you're moving to places where hardly any black people are. So you got a problem. So I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.